What is going on, everyone? It is Sweater, and today we have some huge news for Realm Royale. We have officially just gotten confirmation that the next class coming to Realm is going to be the Paladin. As you can see right here, the official website for Realm, realm.gg, has the Paladin listed under the classes. And if we actually click here on the Paladin, we can get a sneak peek at what the Paladin's abilities, class weapon, and passive currently are. So as we can see here, the current passive for the Paladin is that you gain 10% forge speed. I don't really see this being too useful for the Paladin. I think they will have to raise that percentage a little bit. I think 10% is way too low. Currently 10% would give you 6 seconds off of armor, abilities, and weapons, and 3 seconds off of making potions. I think if they wanted to make that passive more useful for the Paladin, they would have to up it to a 20% reduction. Moving on to the abilities, we start off with the Covered Charge. Now, when I think of this ability, I kind of imagine a Paladin with his shield covering him and he has his weapon poking out from behind. I think it'll be similar to the current Warrior Charge, but only the Paladin will move a lot slower. Moving on, we have an ability called Divine Wrath. Now, I find this ability interesting because despite having Wrath in its name, it seems to be a healing ability. What I actually think this is going to be is a projectile that heals the caster when it hits an enemy. That would add some unique gameplay to this class. It would make for a lot of fun gunfights. I'm definitely a fan if that's the case. Next up, we have an ability called Fortification. Now, on this ability, my guess is as good as yours. All we have is a duration and a cooldown. The duration is 8 seconds. I'm thinking this will be just a shield that adds extra health onto you, similar to the shielding potion that the warrior currently has, but I guess we'll have to see in the future. Next up, we have an ability called Holy Aura. Now, obviously, this will just be an AoE heal that heals, hopefully, you and your allies that are around you. This will basically be similar to what the warrior's splash potion of healing currently does, but I assume that the Paladin will have to continue casting it for the full duration. The final ability that we have is called Shield Bounce. Now, I think there's a couple of options for what they could do with this. It could just be a simple projectile where he throws his shield. It could be a pounce where he does an area of effective damage when he lands with his shield. There could definitely be a few interesting options. And finally, we can move on to the class weapon. Right now in the database, it is listed as the Holy Hammer. The current placeholder icon is the Warrior's Axe, and I think it will be somewhat similar to the Warrior's Axe. I think it will look something like Thor's hammer. You'll be able to throw it, and you will either have infinite ammo, or my theory is that when you throw it, it'll come back to you like a boomerang. I think that would be a really interesting dynamic, make for some really interesting fights, and overall just be a lot of fun. And that is all the content that we currently have on the Paladin. I'm very excited for the Paladin to come to Realm Royale. It seems like it could be a lot of fun. It's more of a healer class, it looks like. It should be interesting. But that is definitely going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed it, please subscribe. I'll be releasing more Realm Royale content in the near future, and I would love for all of you to be there. But until then, this was Sweater, and I'm out.